Well, hey guys, how you doing tonight? This is Bear with Bear's Den Acrylic Art, and we are back with another painting video. So in front of me, I have a 16 by 40. So you can guess that I am going to be continuing with my Harvest Moon series. I'm really enjoying the series, and I'm enjoying finally having a designated use for, this size of canvas. So I took the liberty of flooding this canvas with the Artist Loft Mars Black. I'm trying to get away from using the soft body black or white as the base for my Dutch pours because they tend to eat up the design. So against this black base, we are going to be using a variety of dark reds and burgundy with a couple contrasting colors thrown in. I knew I wanted to use red against the black base, and my first thought is always add orange and yellow, but I didn't really want this to kind of look like fire. I wanted this to kind of be something of a deconstructed garland, if you will. So what I want to do as far as composition goes, now the last one I did, I kind of made it look like a 3 or a sigma, depending. What I want to do for this one is start in this corner, come over, cross around the center, and I still want to curve up and back in, okay? So rather than, the 3 or the sigma, I don't want it to be straight across. I do want some motion to it to make it look something like a vine, I guess. So we'll see if this turns out. I have no idea. So the first color that I'm putting down, this is Golden's Alizarin Crimson. All right. So just double checking that. Actually, you know what? I'm going to start on this side with the hook, just so I know. Right? So you see that's our basic shape. So now I'm just going to continue this right towards the middle, or right towards the corner. And I'm just going to come back in and even out the thickness of this line. I don't need to go too crazy because we got a lot of color. All right, so the next color going down, this is Winsor & Newton in the Burgundy. Which, anything that's in the red violet spectrum is just going to fit in perfectly with this palette. All right, now the next color, the one I'm probably most nervous about. This is my own concoction of an iridescent turquoise. This started life as, an 1.5 ounces of Soho Urban Artist turquoise, and then 1/2 ounce of the Artist Loft Iridescent medium. So it kind of has like a Neptune's gaze if you work with the prism pours at all. So I just want something contrasting that isn't like gold. And if I want this to kind of look like a garland, then we are going to need some green. And I think this is a little richer than, you know, say, phthalo green. All right. So next, our lightest red. This is a mixture of Cardinal Red by Charvin and Festive Red by Deco Art Dazzling Metallics. And this is, and you can see this is significantly lighter. But this will add contrast that's in the same color palette. Next, this is Deco Art Multisurface Metallic in Rose Gold. Now I am going to use this sparingly because this color or this line of paint can be a little dominant if you are a little too heavy-handed with it. But that being said, it's still really pretty. So for further contrast, golden iridescent pearl fine. Which will serve as the highlight for our last two colors. Now the penultimate color, Fire Opal by Folk Art Treasure Gold. Just to give it a little more richness. And then lastly, you know, I wanted to finish with a darker color over top. So, to that end, Bordeaux Red by Arteza, which seems to be everyone's favorite color at the moment, and rightfully so. It is just this gorgeous, deep, kind of blood red that if you've yet to work with it, listen to what everyone is saying and give it a shot. I don't think you will regret it. So we're just going to pop the bubbles just for some housekeeping purposes. All right, just making sure. I thought I saw some fractals developing from the rose gold, but that doesn't appear to be the case, because that would tick me off. So I'm going to start right in the middle and tackle this half, then come back and tackle that half. So Drew Barrymore, here we go. Fingers crossed. Let's do it. Sorry, I was just trying to get the shape right. Oh, this is pretty. This is really nice. Some really interesting lacing happening with the base coat. Yeah, I really like this. So there are a couple spots that I am going to take my straw to, but I always do that, so that's not really anything out of the ordinary at all. But overall, I am just kind of in love with the shape of this. Yeah. So, you know, I was thinking about maybe trying to reshape the inside of this curve, but looking at it now, I think I'm just going to leave it alone. Now, the inside of this curve, I am going to, well, I am going to do my best not to lean into. Very good. Just to give it a little zhuzh, just to give it a little bit more movement, I guess, which is why I had to pay closer attention to this edge right here, blowing it out, because I just wanted to make sure that it looked natural. And you know what? Like, normally I like to take my straw to this little isthmus right here. There's your vocab word of the day. I don't know why I chose that word. But you know what? I'm going to leave it alone. So I am going to clean up my edges, and I'm going to bring you in so you can see what I'm looking at, because I really kind of love this. So let me clean up my edges and I'll meet you here in just a minute. All right, guys. Wow. I love this. I absolutely love this. So let's start at the beginning. Now, all of this, you know, this is very interesting to me. And I'm guessing it's because there was a little bit left in the, there's a little bit of black left in the container that I used to mix. And I'm guessing by this stuff, you know, I'm guessing that was the Artist Loft soft body. But that's okay, because it's not eating the design. You know, in fact, I think it is just enough that it's really adding a lot of interest, you know. But these colors are fantastic. You know, I like that there seems to be, and this part right here, wow. And the lacing up through this extension, the lacing in the cells is just gorgeous. And I like that, you know, the iridescent turquoise, which is more like a phthalo turquoise. All right, we're going to come back through the second half. I like that it's giving me the right amount. You know, it's not, I didn't want something like the iridescent green yellow, which I love and I use all the time, but I wanted something darker. And I'm glad that I chose that color. So I can't wait for this to dry. I am thinking I have some rose gold leaf that I think would look like $1,000,000 with this. So let's see what this looks like in a day and a half when it dries. All right, friends. Well, thank you for joining me for this video. I think I maybe need to step outside of my comfort zone a little more often with these colors because it's fun when I get it right. So thank you again for taking the time to watch. If you are new to my channel and you like what you see, please consider hitting that subscribe and hitting that thumbs up. That helps me out a lot. Also, please, hit the bell icon to be notified of when I upload new content. And as always, please leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Just say hi. I will do my best to respond in a timely fashion. Now, once this is finished, this will be available for purchase, as is all of my other work. You can find that on my website, www.bearsdenacrylicart.com. I am also on Facebook and Instagram under Bears Den Acrylic Art. Come on over and, like my page. Give me a follow. You can also email me directly at bear@bearsdenacrylicart.com. So, all of the things. So, once again, guys, thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you back here next time. Bye. Okay, friends, here we are with the dried results. I have this under my lamp, so sorry for the glare. But this dried almost perfectly. Now, I say almost because let's see, right here, this was just on the cusp of crazing. And that's very, very easily fixed. I'm not worried about that at all. But I love that there are so many different tones of red. I love the lacing. That's awesome. So I think I am going to embellish this with some rose gold. I think that'll fit very well. So I'm trying to decide if I want to do one. If I do one moon, it's going to go right in the middle. I did 3 on the last one. Maybe I'll just do 2, kind of like right in the center. I don't know. I'm going to have to play with it. But stick around and you can see what this looks like when it's all finished. All right, here are the final results. I obviously went with 2 moons. It's hard to tell under my lamp, but this is rose gold, not copper leaf. I did go in with my Posca marker and just do a little bit of outlining just for some added definition. But Overall, I think this looks really, really great, and I am super happy with how it turned out.